They said dreams are only illusions of the mind. But Edgar Cayce challenged that idea in ways that left even skeptics speechless. In one of his documented sessions in 1932, Cayce explained that dreams could be the very language of the soul, a channel through which God speaks directly to us. Now imagine this. You wake up from a dream so vivid, so powerful, that it feels more real than your waking life. Could that be a divine call? Today we will uncover 7 recurring dream symbols Cayce described that might mean God himself is reaching out to you. These are not inventions or myths. They are based on cases recorded, preserved in the archives of the ARE in Virginia Beach, where every reading was carefully documented. And before we begin, I invite you, if you feel touched by this message, support this community. Like this video, share it with someone who needs guidance, and leave a comment telling me if you have ever had a dream that felt like a calling. I will heart every comment, because your experience matters here. During the Great Depression, when hopelessness filled American homes, Cayce gave readings that brought light in the darkest nights. Many came to him not only for health or financial advice, but for meaning. Again and again, he pointed to dreams as the bridge between the human soul and the divine. In those dreams, people found symbols that repeated, light that could not be described, water flowing in endless streams, voices speaking not in words, but in a vibration that shook the heart. Cayce said these were not random. They carried profound spiritual meaning. If you experience such a dream, it could mean your soul is being called to awaken. What Cayce emphasized was that these signs had to be lived, not just admired. They required action, a step closer to God, a deeper surrender to Christ. And that is why understanding these dreams is not curiosity, it is responsibility. Because missing the call could mean missing your true purpose in this lifetime. When Cayce entered trance, he described the dream world as an entry into the Akashic records, a universal memory field where every soul's journey is inscribed. From there, symbols emerged tailored to each seeker. But some patterns were universal. One of the most striking cases came during a session that transformed an entire family in Hopkinsville. The dream described was of standing before a great body of water, calm yet infinite. Cayce explained that water symbolized the flow of spirit, the eternal presence of God calling the dreamer into trust. It was not coincidence, it was not imagination, it was the Creator reaching out. Another recurring symbol was light, brighter than the sun, surrounding the dreamer without burning. Cayce said this was the unmistakable presence of the divine, a direct reminder of God's calling. If you have dreamed of overwhelming light, this could be one of those unmistakable signs. And what followed for that family was transformation. They reconnected with their faith, renewed their hope, and rebuilt their lives after financial ruin. Skeptics asked, how can a dream change reality? Yet the evidence was undeniable. People acted on those messages and their lives shifted. One man who dreamed of a door opening in silence came to Cayce for guidance. He was told the door symbolized a new spiritual opportunity, an invitation to answer God's call. The man left his old life behind, chose service over wealth, and discovered peace he had never known. Over and over, Cayce showed that dreams were not entertainment of the mind, but the soul's way of reminding us of our mission. The dreams that come with divine symbols do not fade easily. They stay with you, pressing on your heart, urging you to act. And that is why in this video we explore 7 of these powerful dreams. Each one carries weight. Each one could be the moment God calls your name. Stay with me, because before the end of this journey you will see dreams in a way you never imagined before. One of the first dream patterns Cayce often highlighted was the dream of radiant light. This was not ordinary light, not sunlight or a lamp. It was a brilliance beyond description, filling the dreamer with peace and awe. In a 1934 reading, Cayce explained that such light symbolized the direct presence of God and the assurance that the dreamer was being called into a higher path. People who experienced this dream frequently woke with tears, unable to forget the intensity. For Cayce, the message was clear. If the dream leaves you with overwhelming clarity and warmth, it is not just a dream. It is God reminding you of your true purpose. He insisted that those who ignored such dreams often felt restless until they embraced the call to prayer, service, or healing others. The light was not meant to impress, but to guide, to realign life with divine intention. A second recurring symbol was the presence of water, whether rivers, oceans, or fountains. In a session during the war years, Cayce explained that water represented the flow of spirit and renewal of the soul. When people dreamed of crossing water, it often indicated a transition in their spiritual life, moving from doubt to faith, from isolation to connection with God. One woman dreamed of walking through a great storm, only to find herself on the shore of a calm sea. Cayce interpreted this as a direct sign that God was calling her out of a life of fear, into a life of faith. Soon after, she chose to dedicate herself to teaching and guiding children, a decision that gave her new meaning during the darkest times of the 1940s. Cayce's point was simple yet profound.